It's another brisk morning and we're out here feeding the fire, keeping it going, but I need to cut some fresh wood for it. Well guys, it's another sunny one. You're probably wondering, probably, what we are working on today. As you can see, our flashing tape decided to melt off the building here. No, it didn't even melt, it didn't even stick. I've been reading the suggestions about this wall and some good ones, and I'm not sure what I want to do yet. But we do know what to do back here, so that's where we're going to be working right now. We're going to take off these two panels, take out the window. This window's staying, but what we want to do is just fix the rim joist down here and then reset the window with new butyl tape to make sure it's going to last and not leak. So we're going to start that project today, even though we can't finish it. We're going into this knowing we're not prepared because I ran out of screws, the screws that I need to attach the rim joist. But I figure there's still a lot of work to do, and if we can at least get it started, that's further ahead. And if we go to the store, we can pick up screws. First thing I'm going to do is take out the window. Obviously, I don't even need to say it, we're just going to do it.
I'm right here.
It's also a good chance for us to refresh all the screws because the old window screws are pretty rusty. They get old and rusty over time, so by doing this we get a brand new seal on the window, new screws. We get to check inside the wall, reinforce any straps that might be loose. It's just beneficial to take these off, inspect everything, put it back on while we're doing that. Probably shouldn't have unscrewed the side so quick, but we got it.
Yep. Rip those blinds down.
These?
Yeah. They come off so easy.
Window looks solid. I do have a loose strap up there that needs a screw. I'll screw the ends in also. But the main goal here is getting to this right here. We're just going to replace it. It's not that bad, but it's not that good either. All right. Well, this is interesting how this broke, because it broke in a spot that looks totally solid. The wood looks white, it looks clean. You'd think that's not rotted at all, but it broke just by pulling on it. And wood shouldn't break just by the force of, you know, a pry bar prying it that easy. So they probably had way too many nails in it right there, and that compromised the wood, but also just a little bit of dry rot. Good, I'm glad I'm replacing it. Just checking out the insulation, we found another crevice spider. The insulation is nasty as usual, so we're going to rake out the loose stuff that we can reach, and we'll go from there. Okay, an egg. Something hatched in there.
Probably an animal.
Oh, I just broke it. So the plan here is to put a little nailer in right here for the end of this new joist to attach to. Put it in at the top. There it is.
Yep.
Okay. And that's as far as I think we can make it right now. That's where we need to buy screws that will go into the ends here. We have 3-inch screws, but I don't like going just 3 inches. That's only 1.5 inches into the end of the joists, and 1.5 inches in end grain isn't much strength, so I need to get some longer ones. Attach this, get it all locked in there, but that's a good start. Well, we were just thinking, since we can't make any more progress on the building right now, well, we probably could if we tried, but we like to go in order. Right now we need the screws. But we thought we'd come up here and take care of these old steps because you guys saw us build new steps. We don't need these anymore. So we'll get rid of them. I can't reach these lag bolts good. That's one way to get in there. Oy. There's more screws. I just needed a different bit. We got the screws. Now we're going to tie the bottom plate into the rim joist. And we don't want to forget to lag the new joist back into the frame. Now down here, there's also another outrigger that's supposed to be lagged in, but it's bent. You see how far away that is? There's like an inch in there. Somebody had bent that one, probably backed it into something, I have no idea. So I'm not gonna worry about that one. It'll be fine. But this is a good start. Rim joist done. I'm gonna clean up these little splinters and then we're gonna tape this, get new flashing tape across here. We'll strap our straps back down.
For now. Reason. You know?
Yeah, come up a little, just a little bit. What I think we're gonna do with this short siding situation is to leave the gap at the bottom. We're gonna piece it in at the bottom. I almost did it at the top. We had some really great suggestions to leave it at the top. The theory is that a gap at the top, if you had to patch it in, wouldn't be as noticeable as right down here. And I liked that idea, and I actually feel like I could make it look nice too. But we already have holes in these, we already have it screwed in, and I think this will work fine. It'll be watertight, so we're gonna leave it. Since we will be patching this part, we're gonna layer up the flashing tape so that the flashing tape goes all the way up to behind that piece a little bit. I think that'll be the best option. So we just got a big band of flashing tape on there. It's actually 3 rows, 3 levels. So now we're gonna start putting the siding back on, wrap around this corner, get it done. This is one of the old pieces of siding we took off, and I already cut it to fit the new siding. I hope. fine. These things are so weak.
Yep.
Yeah, perhaps this one will be easy. All right, we're finally making some good progress. Getting this all wrapped back up. It might seem like a lot of work, but I think it's worth it. I picked up a roll of this black and white aluminum flashing. I chose this one because it's already pre-painted, and I feel like since it's pre-painted, it'll be easier to paint. Okay. Let me get it behind that one. Yep. Well, there it is, patch complete. Guys, once it's all painted, it's going to be fine. And it'll shed the water out, and that's what matters. And this is on the end of the building. I'm happy with that. Quick, easy, and inexpensive. Sometimes you just can't overthink it. It's easy to overthink, but we got it done. Yeah. Now I think we can cut the window out. Well, we are pulling this together and got our window cut out. Now let me just address something about this. I know it's off center, and some people said I would have centered it, or you know, put in a bigger window. The reason we chose this size and this location is because this is where the door was, and we removed the door, and we found it's just easier to frame in a new window here. We're choosing that size window because the original windows are that size. So this building has 4 windows on it already that originally came with it that were sized for their openings. So we went to the mobile home store, told them what size we were looking for, and they were able to find one and get it ordered for us. So we wanted it to match for consistency so that the building felt cohesive. And inside the room it's actually going to make sense because even though they're not perfectly even, they are close to the same distance from the corner. So like when you look at that corner, you're going to see a window here, both from that corner. It'll look good. Okay, right here, 40 inches to the corner. And that one's 39.5. So that's how close they are. They're going to look identical in the corner, and I like that look from inside the room. It'll look intentional. So that's why we chose that location. It all just makes sense.
Yeah.
We're going to figure out what we want to do now. We got to get the butyl tape on the window to seal it, and then we're going to get it put in, but we just want to make sure we're doing it right, and we might make some flashing for the top. I want a little drip. We'll see. I am making special drip caps. You see this? Well, I have to fabricate some because we need them. Luckily, I have some pieces of flashing left over from various roof jobs that we've done. I was installing the windows on the building in a certain way, and I decided to do it different. So I'm going to be redoing all the windows again. We've only reset 2 of them so far, so I'm going to redo those. And I'm going to be putting custom drip caps like this over the windows, but also installed with the windows. You'll see what I mean. But the reason I'm doing this is because I originally had a different idea. I was going to buy some drip caps I was going to install on top of the siding, but this is cheaper. And it's gonna work just the same. To make these, I'm actually using a roof drip edge. So this goes on the roof like that, with the shingles or whatever metal going on top of it. So it has a bend like this. And I don't want it like that. I actually want it opposite. So I have to bend it this way. Luckily the trailer ramp has a little flap on it, so I can use that to help hold it still while I let's compare it. Looks pretty good. They line up. Has a nice slope on it. These are going to shed rain away from the windows a little bit. It's like little mini awnings. I guess I'll make one more while I'm at it. Close enough.
You know that saying? You know that saying? Different times, different feelings.
I guess.
Never heard of that saying, but go ahead.
I made it up.
Okay. So the plan with this window is that it's going to slip in behind the siding at the top and over the siding on the sides and bottom. So it just tucks under the top. I made some slits up on the sides. That's how they had them. Let's see if it works. Like I'm having trouble getting it started even.
You want to get up there and I'll hold one side and maybe it's just like,
Okay, ready?
yeah.
Go in there and you gotta see what's going on. Oh, okay. Well, you guys might want to see the drip cap going in. So I'll try to show it. Okay, it's not going to slide in. Well, I'll have to trim it. It's just a little bit wide at the top. But you guys get the point. I'm going to get this screwed in and then we'll pop that in. Well guys, look at it. It's coming together. Got the window in, got the drip cap on. It looks pretty good. Now, this is, I hope, not a mistake. I try not to mix metals. That drip cap is steel. The siding's aluminum. The window's aluminum. Steel and aluminum can react. It can cause the aluminum to corrode. But I'm hoping that isn't a problem. It might not be. There's plenty of steel and aluminum things that touch each other and they're fine for a long time. So I'll keep an eye on them. If it's a problem, I can pop those out and make aluminum ones. But I was just using what I had. So hopefully that works. It just needs a tiny bit of siding sealant up on the very corners where it tucks into the siding, and then it's going to be watertight. This is looking good. Now we just have to do this one, and I think we'll call it a day. Yeah. We're getting it done. Guys, I don't know why. We're just in a kind of a low-key mood today. Very relaxed, very mellow. You know on YouTube people try to hype up their videos, but we're just working in the flow, getting it done. It's a calm day, it's a beautiful day. It's a peaceful day, and that's how we feel, peaceful. So, sorry we're not upbeat, but we're not sad, we're just peaceful. So, I'm going to finish screwing this window in. Then we're weathered in once again. Well, we just finished up that window, got our drip cap on there. I like these new drip caps, I hope they work out. This corner of the building is done. Look how good that's looking. Even with our messed up siding, it's not too bad. Now we still have to do a bottom trim, so this isn't done. All around where you see black on the bottom, it's gonna get a trim piece that gets put on, and then eventually it gets skirted after we get it on blocks and leveled. So right now, we're just working through. We got an electrical box up there on the right there. So we're gonna have to do something with that to water seal that little opening. And we'll worry about that later. If a little water gets in, it's not gonna hurt anything. We're gonna be opening up all the walls in that room and redoing the walls. So at that point, we'll address that. You know, maybe I'll turn it into a light. Maybe we'll put a light on the back in case we want light this way.
Yeah.
Anyway, mission accomplished, job done. We're gonna clean up our mess and call it and take a break for the day. I don't think we're doing anything else.
That's it.
So thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.
Bye.